Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Devi Arsita and I'm from TBIC class. Today I want to talk about communicative language teaching. The communicative approach to the teaching of a language is also known as communicative language teaching or communicative approach of learning a language through genuine communication. Learning a new language is easier and more enjoyable when it's have truly meaningful. Communicative language teaching is an approach to the teaching of second and new language that emphasizing interaction as both means and ultimate goal to the learning language. It's also referred to as communicative approach to the learning language or simply communicative approach. An effective of a language is more than merely knowing about uh, vocabulary, the rules of grammar and pronunciation. The learner need to be able to use the language appropriately in any social context. Theorists agree that meaningful communication support language learning and that classroom activity must focus on the learner's uh, authentic needs to be communicate information and ideas. Grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary are, of course, necessary parts of effective communication. With the communicative methods, two primary approaches may be taken. The first, some teachers refers to teach a rule, then follow it with the practice. The second, most through field grammar will be naturally discovered through meaningful in communicative interaction. The principles of communicative approach are the first, language learning is learning to communicate using the target language. The second, the language used to communicate must be appropriate to the situation, the rules of the speakers, the setting, and the register. The learner needs to differentiate between a formal and an informal style. The third, communicative activities are essential. Activities should be presented in a situation or context and have a communicative purpose. Typical activities of this approach are games, problem solving, tasks, and role play. There should be information cap, choice, and feedback involved in the activities. The fourth, learners must have constant interaction with and exposure to the target language. Fifth, development of the four macro skills like speaking, listening, reading, and writing is integrated from the beginning. Science communication integrate the different skills. The sixth, the topics are selected and graded regarding age, needs, level, and student interest. The seventh, motivation is central. Teachers should raise student interest from the beginning of the lessons. The eighth, the role of the teacher is that of a guide, a facilitator, or an instructor. The ninth, trial and error is considered part of the learning process. The tenth, evaluation concerns not only the learner's accuracy but also their fluency. The communicative approach is concerned with the unique individual needs of each learner by making the language relevant to the world rather than the classroom. Learners acquire the desired skill rapidly and quickly. CLT is the most effective way to teach a second and new language. However, our duolingo method is more still prevalent in many textbook and teaching materials. I think enough. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.